Hello, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. How is everybody doing? It's actually 9 p.m. Adelaide time here in Australia. I'm coming live from my Facebook pages, Instagram, and YouTube. So that's the beauty of internet and leveraging social media platforms. So welcome along. Thank you for joining. I'm coming live from Adelaide, South Australia, as I said. Welcome all my new followers. I'm so grateful for your follow. I do not take anything for granted. May God bless you. And my prayer is that we'll be able to grow together and create value each and every day. So for those ones who are new to my channels or platforms, let me introduce myself. My name is Naomi, a wife and a proud mom of two boys. And I'm originally from Kenya. Kenya is my homeland. And I live in Adelaide, South Australia with my family. I'm a full-time healthcare worker. I'm a Christian and I'm a passionate and proud digital business owner. It's been a while, so I decided to come along today and share something that I learned today. And sharing is caring, and when you share, that's how you grow. So today I just want to share about the comfort zone and the growth zone. Now, between the comfort zone and the growth zone, which one is what can I say? Which one is easier? Of course, it's comfort zone. And what's this comfort zone? Comfort zone is a state where we feel safe, where everything is familiar or we are used to with our routines. We feel comfortable and we feel that there are no risks, or maybe they are there, they're just little ones, and there are no challenges. In life, most of us, we don't like being challenged. Or maybe trying to do something new that we are not used to do, and that's how we are as human beings. Even me, there are things in life am so comfortable. I've been in comfort zone where I become lazy to do those things because of being in a comfort zone. Even doing exercise, sometimes you feel not motivated, lazy, tired, and until you decide to come out of that comfort zone, then you might not be able to achieve what you want to achieve in life. And that's what I learned today about the comfort zone. And when we are in comfort zone in our familiar places, surroundings where there are no risks, sometimes we can see opportunities in life. But when we are in that comfort zone, what we always tell ourselves, these are the stories that we tell ourselves most of the time. We can always say, I need more time. Some days we can say, I'm too shy. I remember one time when anyway, for anyone who lives in Australia, so at some point you need to do an English exam. And I was so scared. I was so afraid about that exam. I continued to push the time ahead. I was saying, I think I need more time. I will do it at some day. But what happened one day, I was forced. I didn't have a choice other than to do it because it was a requirement at that time. And I was forced. What I had kept pushing forward for a long time, it reached a point where I had to do it. So those are the stories that we get to hear from ourselves when we are in that comfort zone. We tell ourselves, I'm too shy. I need more time. I will start later or when I'm ready. And remember, in this life, there are no days we will feel ready to do something. We just need to do it. And remember, these are just excuses. They are fears within. When we have these stories that tells us we are not ready. I'm shy. I don't think I'll do this. I'm not capable. These are for the other people. these are not excuses. They are just fears which are hiding within us, and they make us actually feel stuck in our situations because we are scared of some things in life. And growth does not happen in these circumstances. Growth does not happen in our comfort zones, and that's the reality of life. Growth doesn't happen when you leave your comfort zone once. So when you decide to leave your comfort zone, it's not just once for your growth to happen. It has to happen every day, and it has to continue happening when you stop negotiating with your comfort zone every day. And many times in life, we continue to negotiate with our comfort zone all the time, and we feel comfortable about that. And that's life. But one thing I also learned today, growth rarely begins because we are ready. It often begins because life forces us to reconsider what is possible. And that's what happened to me. I kept on pushing, doing my English exam for some years, actually. I was so scared about it. But one time it reached a point where it was a requirement and it was a must. So that growth, that issue forced me to come out of my comfort zone to go and do that exam. Why? I wasn't ready, but I needed to do it. So it was a circumstance that forced me to come out of my comfort zone and do that exam. And do you know what? I passed so well, and I was asking myself, why did I kept on delaying myself to do this? And that's what comfort zone can do to us. It makes us stuck. We have circumstances in life, we have issues in life where we really need a change. And we know we need that change, but because of feeling comfortable, wanting to stay where we are familiar, and then we remain stuck and there's no growth. And that's the reality of life, because in life we have comfort zone, there's fear zone, and there's also learning zone, and there's growth zone. So I will just pose a question to you. Where are you on your zone? Are you in your comfort zone, or are you in your learning zone, or are you in your fear zone, or on your growth zone? Where are you? You know, fear is not a sign you are doing something wrong. No, it's often a sign you are growing. So if you are trying to do something and you're experiencing fear, that's a sign you're growing. So you need just to step out of your comfort zone. So what growth requires, you need to come out of comfort zone, because there's no growth in your comfort zone. And I just want to pose a question. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome everybody. What's one thing that you wanted to do for a long time, but you haven't done it because fear keeps on confusing you and stopping you for a long time? I shared my experience. So what is one thing you've been planning to do? You've been postponing because fear is stopping you to do that. Maybe you are scared of being judged with other people. And that's the reality of life. Some of the things that we need to do in life, we begin to ask ourselves, what will people talk about me? Well, maybe people will judge me. And sometimes it's something you want to do new, you've never done it. And then you ask yourself, what if people see me, and what will they think about me? And then that's where you need to stop and ask yourself, is it about people or is it about you? And what is that thing you need change for your life? You need to change, because nothing changes if nothing happens. And that's where you need to ask yourself, is it for me or is it for people? And take that challenge to grow yourself out of your comfort zone. And how do you develop growth mindset? You just need to shift your perspective. You don't need to look at how people will look at you. You just need to decide what will you gain from whatever challenge you're taking. What will I get? What will I gain? Will I have growth in myself? So that's what happens. Once you stop focusing on what people think about you, then you'll be able to come out of your comfort zone and achieve your dreams, maybe that you've been putting in place because of fear. that has put you to be in a comfort zone. So instead of asking yourself most of the time, what if I fail? You just need to change your perspective and ask yourself, instead of asking yourself, what if I fail? Ask yourself, what if I learned something new? You don't need to be great to start something, and that's for sure. You just need to start to become great, and that's what happened. So many people that we see in life that have succeeded, that have done so many things and great things, they were once afraid. They were not great to start. They just started and they became what they are now because they started. So what the growth brings, once we decide to choose growth instead of staying in our comfort zone, we gain confidence, and that's for sure. And that's what I can share for myself. I decided to take a challenge for myself, and I thank God because that challenge has enabled me to have or develop confidence and discover the best version of myself. So what growth brings, it brings opportunities that you never imagined exist when you take that challenge for the growth. You gain a lot of experience in life and new possibilities that you didn't know they existed. Also, you can gain a community and friendships in life because you've taken steps towards your growth and you've been able to discover the potential that you have in life and the opportunities that maybe are around, and you never saw them because you remain comfortable in your place. So once you decide to choose growth for yourself, you gain confidence, you see the opportunities, you gain that experience, the new possibilities, and the community and even friendships. And that does not happen until you choose growth. So the version of you, I just want to challenge you that the version of you that can achieve your goals, it already exists. Yes, the version of you that can achieve the goals in you that you want, it already exists. You simply haven't met that yet. Why? Who is the cause? It's you because you haven't started. So I just want to challenge you, the final challenge. What is your comfort zone costing you? What's your comfort zone costing you? Is it your personality? Is it costing you your emotions? Is it professionally? Is it the family time? You know, comfort zone can actually even cost our health because we do not want to take the challenge, maybe change the lifestyle that we want, maybe diet, maybe exercise, maybe enroll in a gym. Yeah. So comfort zone is so costly. Yes, it's so costly. And unless we come out of that comfort zone, there are so many things that we can experience, and especially family time, your profession. Maybe you've been planning to do something about your profession, but you're still putting it on hold because you feel comfortable where you are and you don't want to take something that challenges you. Now, I just want to encourage you this week to take out one action that you've been feeling uncomfortable and take action and do it. So what's one comfortable or uncomfortable action you'll take this week? That one action you've been thinking about and you've been putting it on hold and saying, I'm not ready, I'll do it next year. I don't think I'm capable of this. What is that thing? Is it starting a conversation with someone? Is it making a video for yourself, for your business? Is it going live? You know, I've had people in the business who had that comfort zone where they used to say, for me, I'm not good with the technology. But the circumstances forced them to come out of that comfort zone because they needed that change and they decided to start a business. And they came in with that fear of saying, I'm not tech savvy, but they are in the business and they are doing it very well. And they've had a transformation for their lives and their families. Why? Because they decided to take that challenge of coming out of their comfort zone, which is very, very important. So I just want to encourage you this week to take that one uncomfortable action this week that you've been putting aside. Maybe going live for friends or whatever content you are doing, or it's business and you are scared to go live. Click that button and go live. Maybe it's making a post, or maybe starting a conversation with someone to encourage someone, or maybe creating a video for yourself, or taking a challenge even in the ministry and sharing the word. Yeah, that uncomfortable action, take it this week and see how you will grow, and you realize that is something you could have done so long time ago, but because of that fear, when we stay in our comfort zone, fear keeps on holding us with excuses. So remember, the goal is not to become fearless. The goal is to become bigger than your fear. The goal is not to become fearless. The goal is to become bigger than your fear. These people that you see out here who are doing what they are doing very well, at one time they were afraid as well. But what they did not let fear stop them. They overcame fear by taking a chance on themselves. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you. And take action for yourself, and run after your dream that you've been putting on hold for long. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. See you next time. Bye for now.